how you doing? Nadi Elias. This is Daily Espresso for Monday, our second week going. Short shots, big ideas. And today we're going to chat about revenue. We're coming from Collective Espresso in Camberwell. Love this place. Always, never ceases to amaze. So I've got Chris here with me, and Chris is going to flick to him.
Morning. So to get us started, I guess, Nadi, what do you think is the first starting point or the most important thing that people or businesses, and especially cafes and restaurants, focus on when it comes to revenue?
Yeah, hey man, thanks. Love the flicking across. And apologies for the awesome vibe of this place. I'll never apologise for that. It's always, we love being, well, first of all, we love being in the zone of these kind of places because it's just buzzing. And this is an example of just a top performing cafe. They've got just a great mix. So I'm guessing that their revenue is going to be pretty good. But anyway, let's talk about revenue. Revenue is not your starting point, right? People say, okay, well, let's say you do have a budget. Don't start with revenue, end with revenue, right? Start with your profit, apply your expenses, you add those two together, that resulting amount's your revenue. That's simple. I don't need to go on more about that. That revenue number has got to be able to fund your profit, right? And that's got to be able to peg back to a profit margin or something that you need to actually prove that your business is doing really well. That's got to peg back to cover your expenses. And that's going to be a sustainable figure. So then if you're doing your budgets and you're planning out the next 12 months, right? If that revenue number looks excessive or not believable, well, you better start doing something. You better start doing something about it. Either look at your profit. Is that number in check? Look at your expenses. Can you do something there? And how about your revenue? Is that realistic, right? Do you need to pump the marketing? Do you need to increase your prices? Hopefully not, because we know prices are a bit tough in sort of restaurants and cafes, and you don't want to upset the right people. But they're the things that you need to consider. So revenue's a real simple one today. We'll keep the Daily Espresso quite short today. Revenue's not your starting point. If you're starting out going, okay, we need to make $3 million this year, and then divide that by 52 or whatever it is, and that's your starting point, no, that's wrong. Okay, have your revenue number. If you know that your revenue number is covering off on your profit and your expenses and you started with those first, and you've got a revenue number, and let's say your revenue is $5 million for the year, great. Well, that's easy. Divide that by 52 or however many weeks that you're open for the year. That's your weekly revenue target. Break that down into days, and then that's what you should be aspiring to achieve every day. If you're not hitting those, then you're going to do something about it, right? Have a scoreboard up there, engage your team, get everyone to understand what your revenues are for the day or for the week, because that's how you know if you're winning or losing. Now that's just a bit on scoreboarding, a bit on engagement, but that's where it's coming down to. So don't start with revenue first, start with it last, but then keep it in mind, break it down into the individual weeks and monitor it to make sure that you're actually hitting those numbers. If you can do that, you're going to succeed in your restaurant cafe business, if not any other business that you're working on, because we're all in the same climate of business. Start with that, focus on it, smash it out, and cheers.